Hi, and thanks for watching On Art. Today is Earth Day, and in honor of the annual occasion meant to promote sustainability, conservation, and general care for this planet we call home, we've put together an episode all about eco-art. That is, work that takes on environmental issues, from pollution to toxic chemicals to global warming. We'll meet some artists that we've never seen before and revisit some favorites. Even Rachel Charles at Mojarto.com is feeling the eco buzz. Come along! Visual artist Vibha Galhotra says that she, as an artist, has a responsibility to affect change. She recently did a year-long project at the Yamuna River, and we talked to her about how it developed and the stories it tells.
I'm looking at the urban situations and I'm looking at the issue of water. Basically, that how we are treating our natural resources and how we are disgracing these natural resources. If we don't act today, maybe there is no better tomorrow. That started actually almost 6-7 years back when I had this question from myself that what am I doing being an artist? Being an artist, it's my responsibility to bring aesthetical, works, as well as to talk about the issues I am dealing with in my life, or socially. I think I feel myself responsible.
Since she first asked herself this question, Vibha Galhotra has interrogated a range of environmental issues. Most recently, she spent a year visiting the Yamuna River every day, making videos, paintings, and miniature artworks from the debris she collected.
One day I was really taken by this guy who was taking this holy bath in this sludgy water. It was like full winter, really peak of winter, and I was like, okay, I want to use this water in my work now. Few days later, I took my canvases there and I took out the sludge from the river with the help of somebody, of course, and then I splashed it on my canvases. It was a very, very dark moment, I think, because it made me really sad that the kind of sediment we took out. From there, I started making studies. Then the research started maturing, and then I started making more work around it. But then that was coming in my drawings, and that one can see also in 365 drawings.
These works, despite coming together to create eye-catching works of art, demonstrate the ugliness we allow ourselves to endure. This comic observer quality exists across Vibha Galhotra's work, making us realize, solely through the unspeaking art, how dire India's water pollution is, and how imperative it is to act. Like Vibha Galhotra said, there is a way to talk about environmental issues without coming on too strong or seeming like propaganda. At a recent gallery opening, we talked to a few people about what they think about art and the environment coming together.
For the Mother Earth, how long it's going to take the abuse, because every time we abuse it, still it brings back life to us.
I think it is a very crucial and very important thing in today's world to conserve our forests.
It's time we from the creative world should do something about it.
Because art has to be engaged with whatever it is that's around us.
That is what we would like to give to our next generations. I mean, how long can we survive if we don't take care of these little things?
When we talk about art, there is a subliminal or a subconscious connect. For example, if I talk about the places or the ecosystem which I grew in, it will have a different imagery.
Of course, though within art there is this idea that this is a social practice art or socially relevant art, but everything is socially relevant.
One artist who brought his strong feelings about the environment and the contradictions we live as we destroy it is American artist Gaia. He recently painted a wall at Delhi's Lodi colony all about our overzealous treatment of the planet. Meet Gaia. The young artist from America has come to Delhi to paint a wall that metaphorically tells the story of global warming. Gaia is an activist artist, mining the cultures where he works before making murals that speak to these communities. His painting in Lodi Colony is a part of the 2016 Start Street Art Festival.
So what we have reading from left to right in this piece, or what the constituent elements of this composition are as one hand emerging out of the water, you have an inflated globe as we understand it to exist. We've got the Shisha Gumbad, which is a aspect or one sort of architectural aspect of Lodi Garden, built by the Lodi dynasty. It translates as the glass dome. It is sitting in front of a Victorian greenhouse. And then as you move farther down the composition, you have a deflated globe and then another hand emerging out of the water, mirrored from left to right.
This work tells the story of how India and the world has come to be so overpopulated. An issue he attributes to rapid industrial development and cultural colonialism. Gaia says he aims to make works that bring together his many experiences, but without seeming too preachy.
My work is very much based within research, and I use painting as an excuse for being curious, for continuing to have the privilege to be able to navigate the world, to navigate these spaces, to hopefully gain entry into various communities who are generous enough to allow me within them, and then draw my own personal sort of neurological connections between all these far-flung spaces, and hopefully develop a more holistic portrait of the world.
And these relationships across countries and cultures can happen, Gaia believes, without sacrificing the welfare of the less fortunate or the environment.
You want to draw parallels in order to promulgate a kind of universal humanism. One that understands our differences, but understands that we have to always push the boundaries of what ultra-modernity is capable of including. We're able to build the Burj Khalifa, the Empire State Building, the Golden Gate Bridge, and all these multi-billion-dollar projects. We have to be able to also receive bodies who are in trouble, who need our collective help, and be open to a cultural exchange.
We've got more stories about art and the environment, even the cosmos, right after the break. Stick around.